Hi, my name is Zandy, and today we are going to talk about the bass. So if you understand guitar, all of this will translate really well to bass, because essentially, here's the secret, a bass is a guitar with only 4 strings tuned exactly like the 4 top strings on a guitar. So you have E, A, D, and G. It's all tuned down 1 octave from what you would usually have on your guitar. So you got that really deep. It's deep. It's deeper than a guitar. So there are 3 main ways to play the bass. There's with your fingers. When you play the bass with your fingers, so with we're talking about the right hand now, obviously your left hand is always using your fingers. You'll want to try and alternate your index and middle finger, one after another, to play. Just like that. The second way to play is with a pick. And this is what Young K mainly does. He uses a Dunlop 0.88 millimeters pick, triangle pick. The big triangular pick size is quite convenient for playing the thicker bass strings. And he does play the pick very close to the bridge all the time, so you'll want to keep your hand back here for picking. The third method to play bass is by slapping. So to slap, you will start hitting the string with your thumb, thumping it almost, and then pluck it with your index. I'm really bad at slaps, so I'll just leave it at that. So what we'll be looking at are some common bass playing techniques that can be used to sound like a bass player. So listen to this clip of Somehow. So that was all straight 8th notes, following the root of the chord with one little chromatic note sprinkled in there to connect the notes a bit better. Next, I'll be talking about fifths and octaves. So those are these intervals on the bass. We have the 5th, root, 5th, and root, octave. Same notes that would make up a power chord. Take a look at this section of Pouring. Specifically look at bar 5 to 8. It starts with G, goes up to D, which is the 5th from G, and then we're playing up another G, so that's our octave. And then we're playing that same pattern, root, 5th octave, down a 1/2 step. really adds a nice flavor to it when you can play around with those intervals in such a fun manner. Next, let's talk about chromaticism. So listen to this part of Where the Sea Sleeps. So what's chromaticism, right? So it's just going down, one half step at a time. You're playing a lot of notes that are not in the key when you're doing this. Usually you're playing notes that aren't in key, which give it a little bit of flavor, but also since the next note is going to be in the key, it acts like a glue really well to help with the transition between these notes. They're like spice. Alright, now that we've looked at some basic bass techniques, let's take a look at Day6's most iconic bass line. Be lazy. So looking at this bass line, it actually incorporates all three things I just mentioned: eighth notes, the fifth and the octave, as well as chromaticism. Wow. So when you put all those things together, it'll kind of look like this, I guess. So we are starting on our root, which is A at the 5th fret of the E string. Our second note is already the 5th. We're walking down 4, 3, 7. Oh, it's chromatic, and we've landed on the octave. So really it's kind of like a dance to get all the way to this movement of root, 5th, octave. And of course we also have this is played in 8th notes, and then we have this chromatic note at the end of the phrase. That's chromatic. It's not in the key, but it's connecting. So I hope that helped you understand the bass a bit better. It's a really fun instrument. I hope that was helpful. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and follow me on all my social medias. Or you don't have to do that. If you liked it, you can just like the video. So take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.